Horizon, this is Blake's 7 Series 2. We're right in the thick of it now. There's the edge of charted space. There's a barrier. A Federation ship, cargo ship goes through this barrier. What's going on? Where are they going? Well, they're going to this planet called Horizon, which has this ruler named Ro, who believes that he is in charge, but really the Federation's in charge. They own him. They call them savages and primitives and all this other stuff. And this guy's mad as hell and he's not going to take it anymore. And Blake is going to help him out and get his independence from that damn Federation. We're going to talk about this episode using my space system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2's the best you can get. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5. I like this one. It did further the cause in a way. There's some episodes that are standalone. This could be considered a standalone, but asterisk, it is showing that Blake is doing legendary things. He's getting worlds to turn against the Federation. This is one of his tactics. He's trying to get allies and trying to get, like little headquarters and things like that, right? So he needs these guys to be on board. So right away, they send a couple of people down. They get captured immediately. Blake and Jenna get captured immediately. Callie and Gan and Villa, or well, not Villa, I guess, are a bit worried, but boom, they get sent down. Basically, they all get captured within the first, let's say, half of the episode, and then Avon is left alone in the Liberator. What is he going to do? Well, I guess we'll find out. But I liked this one. It showed how the Federation tries to manipulate other people into believing they're garbage. And it worked on this guy. And the Federation contact actually was the guy who killed Ro's father. So Ro's own father was killed by the Federation for no reason, right? Probably because he resisted. And Ro was, sort of taken in and trained. And he's starting to see the light and seeing that this is a bunch of crap. So good episode. I like this one. For the pacing, I'm going to give it a 1.5, and the only reason I'm not giving it a 2 out of 2 for pacing, I'm never bored in Blake 7, but in this one, I'm giving it a 1.5 because I pretty much, you could kind of call out what was going to happen, right? Like, you're watching it unfold, right? It wasn't like there was a lot of tension. I knew for sure that this guy was going to turn against them, right? It could have not happened, but still, I wasn't bored, and it did flow nicely, like, scene to scene. I understood what was going on and it was good. So still 1.5 out of 2. The artistry, I'm going to give it a 2 again. And I haven't, these videos as of the time of this recording have not been premiered yet on my channel. So I'm not sure what response I'm going to get to people saying, how are you giving the artistry value, artistic value, such high scores? I'm giving it high scores because they're trying to do cool stuff. I think Terry Nation, the team, the Blake 7 team, they're trying to put a lot of cool stuff into this show, and they realize that they're under budget constraints, but they're doing the best that they can to give you some sort of imaginative thing. So you got this barrier, you got another planet, that's cool. You got those those caves that they're in, you've got his sort of room. I know it's just a bunch of sets or whatever, but it's pretty cool. Like, I'm trying to think, if I'm watching this as a kid back then, I'd be like, wow, this is pretty awesome. Like, they're going to all these different places. And I mean, obviously when you see Star Wars or something, you're just blown away. And Star Trek also had, better values, I guess, production values, but the budget here is nothing. And you know how these guys are. They don't care about sci-fi. It's like, they're not going to give you anything to work with. So I'm applauding the guys who have done this. This is coming on Blu-ray. I don't have it at the time of this recording. I cannot wait to get it. They also will have an option to watch upgraded digital effects, which I'm very interested to see what they do to it. It can be done well if it's respected. Sometimes I don't like upgrading stuff, really. If you force me on the issue, I don't like it, but I'll take it because I want to see what it is. And maybe if this somehow makes Blake 7's fan base grow, then I'm all for it. Characters, I mean, do I have to say anything other than a 2 out of 2 because everybody on Blake 7's the damn best. The characters are the selling point of this show. Ro, who is the sort of the leader there, the king or whatever, he's very interesting. You could see he slowly starts to see through the BS of the Federation and comes around, and at the end he's back to himself. I liked that character a lot. Obviously, Avon's the greatest character of all time. He's left on his own, and you can see right away, and you saw from the beginning, he's gonna say a bunch of things and be as, logical or be as pessimistic as possible. But then, when you absolutely need him, he is there, and he's great in this one. This dilemma of what do I do? I could leave these guys and I could survive on my own. And the thing about it is that there's this honesty to him, where once he's alone, he starts to ask Zen, can I make this on my own? And he can, right? And I think if you're realistic with yourself, you would consider this option. It's not that he's bad and he's saying, oh, I'm going to leave them. He's like, I need to know all of the options and then I'll make a decision. So I love the characters. The enjoyment factor, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I thought it was a great, fun episode. I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, I think it was really cool. Overall, I love all of Blake 7. It's my third favorite show of all time. So final score, 8.5 out of 10 for this episode, Horizon. I loved it. And again, I'm comparing Blake 7 to Blake 7. I'm not comparing Blake 7 to other shows. So there you go. If you enjoy my space system, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I do have a classic TV show playlist going right now. It's got Star Trek Enterprise. I'm going to do Prisoner. That's going to be badass. So yeah, lots of stuff still to come. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.